One moment changed football forever. A single goal, a single player, and a billion people lost their minds. But here's the thing. If you don't know football, you probably don't understand why these moments hit so differently. Today, we're fixing that. We're breaking down the greatest World Cup moments ever, and by the end, you'll feel them the way every football fan does. Let's go. Mexico, the World Cup final, Brazil versus Italy, and then Pelé. He leaps, hangs in the air like gravity forgot about him, and heads the ball into the net. The crowd doesn't just cheer, they explode. Pelé was 29, already considered the best player alive, but this goal wasn't just athletic, it was cinematic. He'd already won 2 World Cups before this. That's like winning the Super Bowl 3 times, except you did it alone. Brazil won that final 4-1. They played football so beautiful that Italy's players reportedly stood and watched instead of defending. That's not a metaphor. That actually happened. Fast forward, 1986, Argentina versus England, and this is where it gets complicated. Diego Maradona scores 2 goals in one game. One is arguably the greatest goal ever scored, the other literally illegal. The illegal one came first. He punched the ball into the net with his hand. The referee missed it. Argentina scored. Maradona called it the Hand of God. The English called it cheating. Both were right. Then, 4 minutes later, Maradona got the ball near the halfway line. That's roughly 60 yards from goal. Think of it as starting a sprint from outside your own living room to score in the kitchen. He dribbled past 5 English players, 5, and then the goalkeeper, and scored. FIFA later voted it the goal of the century. Same player, same game. 2 completely opposite moments. That's why football is insane. Now, 2014, Germany versus Brazil on Brazilian soil in front of 74,000 Brazilian fans. Germany scored 5 goals in 18 minutes. 5 goals, 18 minutes. Brazil, the host nation, the country that invented beautiful football, lost 7-1 in their own World Cup semifinal. The cameras cut to Brazilian fans crying, grown adults sobbing in the stands. Because football isn't just a sport in Brazil, it's national identity. And that night, it felt like the whole country shattered. Germans in the crowd barely celebrated. They looked uncomfortable scoring that many goals. And then there's 2022, Lionel Messi, Argentina, a player who'd won everything in club football but never the World Cup. His whole career defined by that one missing trophy. The final against France was tied. Then Argentina scored. Then France equalized. Then penalties. And Messi, hands trembling, 35 years old, final chance, lifted the trophy. He cried. His teammates cried. An entire generation of fans cried, because sometimes sport isn't about the game, it's about the weight. These moments aren't just highlights, they're history. They're proof that football produces stories no script could write. Pelé defying gravity, Maradona breaking rules and records, Brazil's heartbreak, Messi's redemption. If none of that made you feel something, you might want to check your pulse. Subscribe if you want more stories like this. There are a lot more where that came from.